Okay, so
How about that?
Today we have pencil and then we have paint, right?
Are we good there?
Yeah. We're good.
You think so?
We're good.
We're good.
Everybody's here, everybody, so let's get started.
Let's get started. She's so excited. All right, so I got a Ziploc bag. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Michelle. We've got a bag. I will show you what we're gonna do. Thank you, Tracy. I'll show you what we're gonna do with the bag later. But let's go ahead. Why? Hold up. Camera. There we go. I was gonna say, why are we all wonky on the screen? All right.
Mom, use your cloud.
So I need to seal this. I need to seal my clouds. If you're wondering where these designs came from, I painted this in my paint studio in my membership group earlier this morning, and we had a blast doing it. It was a simple design. Normally we learn a new technique. We really dove into stenciling and shading this month. We also, our big technique was wispy clouds. So this is the door hanger that came with it. Sorry, I've got allergies going on. This is the porch leaner attachment, and this is the garland. So every month we paint a door hanger, a porch leaner attachment, or you can use this. I sometimes put it on a stand that I've made to display it.
Painting is your thing, and
painting is my thing.
And drawing.
And drawing, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then we also make a 6-piece garland. So we make a whole 3-piece home decor set together. And while making that, we're learning a brand new technique while practicing some tried and true painting techniques that kind of amplify our designs and make them look a little bit more realistic and less like a coloring page, right? Right. Okay. So let's get into it. I need to throw a sealer on all of this before we get started on any of the zhuzhing up. So I'm going to do what I tell everybody not to do, and I'm going to apply my sealer straight to the project, and I'm going to regret it. I'm sorry, because I'm going to have to share it because I poured way too much. So I've already cleaned up the edges. I did that with my studio fam while we were painting it because we whipped this one out super quick. Usually tutorials go anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours over in the paint studio, just because we're deep diving into a new technique, and it's sometimes they're fun, cheeky little techniques, but sometimes they're like legit, like you gotta practice them. You're not gonna be perfect about them out the gates. A lot of times they're flowers. We really try to dive into a new flower every once in a while. And then these wispy clouds, like this month it was wispy clouds. So with a more involved technique like that wispy cloud, I made everything else kind of simple, and you don't have to break your brain to learn how to do it. So today we had so much fun with just kicking back, kind of going with the flow. There's sealer all over this. All right, again, I'm breaking every rule I've ever told anybody about applying sealer or paint in general. Never apply it directly to your project. It's always a mess, but we are being just a free spirit today. So
use that color pencil.
You're going to use your color pencil.
And it's not working really good.
Oh, no. So she has her little box of colors. We have a secretary's desk over in the living room where it's pretty much her art table. It was not supposed to be her art table. She has deemed it that, and it works. So until she moves on to something else, I will not fight her on her dominating my secretary desk, my antique secretary desk over there. It's not really antique, Mom, but it looks it.
Don't let them speak
because I'll miss the day that she doesn't want to color and steal every notebook that I have. I'll be sad.
Mommy.
What, baby? I'll be sad when she doesn't want to do that anymore.
Tell them
Tell them what?
Tell them to not say pink because they might get hydrated. Okay? Say that to them.
What am I telling them?
I might get hydrated if they say pink.
They might get dehydrated.
No, I do.
You get dehydrated if you say pink.
No, they say pink.
If they say pink, oh guys, do not say pink. She gets dehydrated if you say pink. All right, she's full of it tonight. Can hear you now. Yay. Okay. Hey, Deidre. Hey, Miss Pam. Miss Pam says, hey, Raylyn.
Hi.
I was thinking of you today while in my craft room. Hope all is well with you and yours. Happy. Hey, Lori, we're doing a lot better. So we had my paint studio family and I talked about it a lot this morning. We've had some health scares and not in my household, but in my family. My mom had a heart attack last week and just with my dad's actually doing a lot better. He's walking now, not independently, but he's walking like with a walker, and like we really got to watch him because he thinks just because he can boot scoot and boogie a little bit, he should boot scoot and boogie all over the house 24/7, and he's going to wear himself out. So like he's doing a little bit better. He has a condition called hydrocephalus, and it pretty much paralyzes him if it gets in a bad situation. And it's been in a bad situation for the better part of a decade. And he has not independently walked since Raylyn's been born. And the last time my dad left the house, other than to go out on a short out to eat, which wears him out, or to go to a doctor's appointment, was to come see her at the hospital. That was the last time. So while my mom was in the hospital, we were helping. My dad's like, I don't need a babysitter. I'm like, we're not babysitting you. My mom had kittens at the time. I was like, I'm coming to see the kittens. You getting to see me as a bonus, dude. So it was, just hanging out with him was fun. Getting to see his personality. That's
me in space.
That's you in space. Let's show him. That's her in space, y'all. Getting to, baby.
I want to show them where I am.
Okay. Well, they saw it.
There's me in space.
Okay. The condition really steals my dad from me whenever it's in a bad situation. It's like he has dementia. Actually, he has dementia he has a very strong case of dementia while he's in a bad situation. So he had his shunts put in over Christmas, actually on Christmas Eve, and then he trying to make room and making sure I don't have any sealer on here. I'm going to need a little bit more space, baby girl. How about we move this over here? Okay, and you can come get colors when you need. That way you have a little bit of space and I have a little bit of space. He had shunts put in over Christmas Eve, and it was the worst thing. It felt like it was the worst thing we ever did to him because he was in horrible shape, worse shape after the shunts. And just with working with his doctors and him persevering, it's taken about 4 months to get him in a stable situation. And it was like overnight. Once he got in a stable situation, man, it was like huge leap. It was like leaps and bounds.
Oh, thanks, Mama.
You're welcome. All right, so our next step, now that we've got everything sealed, we're going to let this all air dry. We need to make a bow for our kite. So over in the paint studio, our attachment, like I said, we make a door hanger, a garland, and an attachment that all correlate together, okay? So it's a coordinating 3-piece decor set. You get the black and white JPEG, you get the PNG mock-up so that if you want to do a paint party at home, you have the PNG to be able to put on your branding and make a flyer or whatever you want to do. You get the printable template. Okay. And the way I do the printable templates is I give you the printable template in the size that I'm going to be painting it, but you also get the black and white JPEG. The black and white JPEG, you can resize using block posters and make it any size you want. What I loved about giving them the kite this month was that they could use the kite and blow it up and make a door hanger. We're going to make a mini version of it tonight. Okay. So we painted it over in the paint studio. We did all the shading. We did all the stenciling. It looks fabulous, but we're going to take it one step higher. And we are going to make what I call a showstopper bow. Okay. So you got some of your designs, some of your art pieces that we paint together. Sometimes the technique itself is the showstopper, right? you putting all this work into it, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I see the hard work that you put into it. Sometimes it's your hand lettering. If you're a hand lettering artist, you really want your hand lettering to be the showstopper of the whole thing, right? Well, sometimes we just want it to be simple, and we also want it to be extra at the same time, simple and extra at the same time. And the way you do that is to put a big old gaudy bow on it. So we're going to make a miniature big old gaudy bow. Hey, Marie. Hey, Anna. Hey, Amy Lynn.
Marie is my middle name.
Marie is your middle name. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Jerry. Where
Jerry.
is the best? I said Jerry one time.
Oh, I thought she had told
Well, that's about how she feels about you, Jerry. Let's see. Where's the best tutorial of your galvanize? It's in the studio. It's in the studio. In fact,
I just mean
it's the only one that I have.
Mommy, I thought you mean in the movie of Tom and Jerry. But you said Jerry as a cat in Tom and Jerry.
Oh.
That's what I mean. I was like, Jerry?
Okay, so I'm just going to make a quick little bow. I'm going to make about a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make an 8. An 8. So this goes 8 inches out. This is Recollections brand. I got it at Michael's. My favorite bow maker. Especially if you're not wanting to make super long tails. It compacts together and it comes apart. This comes off so you can really compact it down for storage. So I'm going to make an 8-inch tail. We're just going to leave it at that. Just leave it a little bit longer. Every time you pass this, you want to twist it, okay? Except for the very last loop. I'm just going to put that out there right now because I'll probably forget to say it later.
Now,
Becca says, hey, especially to Raylan. Becca says, hello.
Hello.
I've missed watching you paint. Oh, Nicole. Okay, so that if you're wondering why I've been MIA, it's because it's just all that family hubbubaloo, or however you would say it. What are you doing? It's a kite. Look how beautiful her kite is.
It looks just stems at the bottom. Wait, those are stems.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of the best way to do this.
I am going to leave them up there.
Okay, I think I'm doing this backwards.
Stay up. Okay.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do to make it easier on myself. I'm so used to doing this as a bigger bow, like a big bow, that when I do small bows, it throws me off. I'm trying to think of how many. I think I'm only going to do one of each color. I've got 3 ribbons. They're 1.5 inches wide, I think. Yeah, they're 1.5 inches wide. Most of them came from Sam's. I love Sam's. Anytime I see a solid at Sam's, I pick it up. Anytime I see like a really good all season, or like if it's multicolor, if it's just a basic print like a plaid, I pick it up. You need an orange? Well, go for it, girly. Those are your colors.
But Mom, it's not an orange.
Where's the rest of your colors? I know that every package that I buy you, there is a Roy G. Biv represented.
I have a
So that
black.
means the O of the Roy is there.
Can you hear orange?
Let me see. Let's see if we can help her find an orange. Oh, look at that.
That's not an orange.
Orange.
That's not an orange. This is a pink.
Why do you have like...
That's a pink.
Look at that. Orange.
That's empty. Say empty.
That's kind of weird. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish.
Wait, where's all
in
the
the sun. You saw an orange.
No, see?
It's a pencil.
It's a stencil.
It's a stencil. Okay. Alrighty. So now that we've got our bows, I kind of want more. That doesn't feel like it's going to be enough, but I feel like any more is going to overpower. Let's do one more black and white. Let's do odd numbers. I like to do this stuff in odd numbers. Anything in a floral arrangement, or should we do the yellow just to contrast the blue? Let's do the yellow. Hey, Dana. Hey, guess what I got in the mail, Dana? Guess what I got in the mail? Guess what I got in the mail? Your daughter's beautiful mug all over a card saying that she is graduating high school.
Ow.
She was beautiful. Those are amazing, amazing graduation cards. I missed the stencil earlier. Where do you get yours? Okay, so all my stencils practically come from Hobby Lobby. This is, I think, Show Off brand. So that was one of the stencils that I used. And if you can tell, I'm a horrible stencil mama. I'm pretty sure it came from Hobby Lobby too. It may have come from Michael's. Anytime I go into a craft store, I buy stencils, especially if they look like a good background stencil. Like that right there, that's an amazing background stencil. Like, see, and what I mean by background stencil is like it just covers the background and adds some texture without it being textured. Does that make sense? But yeah, I just get them all over the place. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to measure. We're not going to flip.
Wait, this is popsicle or?
Okay, so we're going to make about 3-inch loops. I probably want to make 4. All right, so I'm going to put wrong side up. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we're going to do that over and over and over again, alternating our loops, alternating our colors. I'm going to put my hand in there just to create the loop. So while I'm doing over here is I'm just making a little tail, something to create the loop. So all I need is about 1 inch or 2 over here. I'm putting my hand here, and it's giving me about a 4-inch loop, which once it's fluffed might be about 3.5 inches, right? It's not going to be a 4-inch loop once it's fluffed because it's 4 inches smushed. Let's see. Let's probably put this one. Okay. And I'm just stacking 5 ribbons. They're 1.5 inches. If I was doing a door hanger version of this, I would use the widest ribbons I could find. Hobby Lobby. Yes, I get most of mine at Hobby Lobby. Or as Raylan used to say, how did you used to say Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby.
No, that's not how you said it. And I miss it. I miss it so much. She used to say the Wobby Wobby.
I said Hobby Lobby.
I know you say Hobby Lobby now. But you used to when you were a baby.
I said Bobby Lobby.
You said Wobby Wobby.
I said Hobby Lobby.
Ma'am, do not argue with me.
I don't.
Well, I was going to use a zip tie because I prefer zip ties. But
Make way for the pumpkin.
She has been practicing her pumpkins. She gets ready for fall, y'all.
I like fall.
All right, so I'm just going to grab some twine. I prefer a zip tie.
It's twine.
But we'll make do.
Not wine.
Let's see. I bought the same bow. Anna, don't you love it? Like, okay, so I've had other bow makers, and I like other bow makers. I like my Easy Bow Maker. I really do. But you know what I don't like about it? I don't like how the dowel rods get super loose. And it's designed to be that way, but I don't want it to be that way. This is spring-loaded, and so, and I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I've tried all different kinds of bow makers. I'm not a wreath maker. I'm not a bow-matician, okay? I just know what I like, and I like this one. This right here, ooh, that's so spring-loaded. It's like, it's like the perfect cupcake. You didn't know you needed it until you took that first bite, and you're like, where have you been all my life? All right, so I'm just tying my little knot, making it tight. All right. So there we go. That doesn't look like it's going to make a bow, right? Just hold your horses. So we got to floof. We got to floof it. We got to floof it. So we're just going to fluff it and make sure that our loops are pointing in different directions. Like I said, if you were making a bigger version of this bow, I would use wider ribbons, but we're making a small version of this bow. we're making a small version of what would be a super cute door hanger in itself. So we're going to make this, and there's our kite's tails. So, you know, kites always have tails and then you have strings. Well, we're going to
look at it.
We're going to forget about the string because nobody's going to notice a string 10 feet away from them this big, right?
That this looks scary.
Her scary pumpkin.
Rah, I'm alive.
So I'm going to go ahead and dovetail these tails. So all that means is I'm going to fold them in half, and I'm going to cut towards the center. Believe me, I have messed a few tails up in the past by cutting the wrong angle.
Mama, this is the past.
This is the present.
No, this is the past.
The past was anything a second ago and further, ma'am.
Oh,
excuse you.
When I grow up, it'll be present.
It will be the future. When you grow up, it'll be the future. Right now, this second, it is the present.
Because you're here. Because you're grown up. And he's grown up. So
yes, and the storage makes it perfect. It does everything the Easy Bow Maker can do. Now I will say the Easy Bow Maker has it's wider. It goes wider, so you have further.
My pumpkin has cavities.
Your pumpkin has cavities. Like these are, the wood part is wider, but it's a big piece of wood, so it is what it is. You can't do that.
Wake up when you wake up.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the creepy.
And you can't do that. So I can store this super flat if I wanted to. And then whenever I want to use it, I just pop it back in. There you go. I'm ready to go. I usually just keep it like that, though. But if I wanted to travel, which I will be next week, if I wanted to travel with it, then I could put it in my travel bag. All right, so we got sticky on the back. All right, let's set those off to the side because we still need to attach this. And I think I'm going to use my staple gun. Oh, got a mess going on over here, girls. Ladies. All right, so I've got, let me make sure, I'm going to open up my staple gun. Zero. Oh, no, there was 2 staples in there. We'll go with it. See if we can lay those back down. There we go. Sometimes when it only has a couple of staples in it, it won't shoot the staple. All right, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to adhere. I'm going to just hold the bow, okay? And I'm going to attach these 2 back loops. Somewhere I'm going to attach them as close as I can to the bottom, okay? Yes! Like I said, sometimes.
Bobby, that's too loud.
I'm sorry. So, and then after that, you just floof it again. You just floof it. And then for the tails, if you want the tails to be floofy, you just kind of curl your fingers.
Actually, both.
Curl your fingers.
It's
as
both
you pull
fit. They both fit.
Okay.
That's it.
You don't want to over curl them because you don't want them to you want the pretty little tail to look nice and good. Let's see. I want one of these yellows to be over here. I don't want them to be side by side.
Who's this? Who is this?
Who is that? Tell us about your picture.
Well, it's somebody who's nice and who does all her work, and she loves to do something she likes.
Who is that?
I can't tell you. You guess.
But I want you to tell me.
You guess.
Is it me?
How did you know?
Oh, it's me. All right, so there's our, well, I don't like how those.
Oh, right, because you love someone, right?
Right, because I love someone. I love you.
And you love Hayden.
I do.
So you love all of us.
So there we go. So how cute would this be if you blew this up to door hanger size, right? Well, the Paint Studio has the option to do that. They have the black and white JPEG of this design, and all they have to do is make a bigger bow with bigger ribbons, and now they have a door hanger. And you would just put your hanger to attach it to the door right here. Super duper cute. Wish I didn't only have 2 staples in that staple gun. I would totally just stick those down. I'll do that later. Okay, there we go. Now, the way I would hang this, I would hang it on porch lantern attachment. I would put it on an interchangeable door hanger. I would display it on my attachment display right here.
I see that's what I do.
See?
That.
And it's super cute.
I don't think that'll be cute.
So many ways that I would put it around my tier tray as like a really large statement piece. Put it inside. You could put a stick on it. Get like a paint stick. Let's pretend that my ruler is a paint stick. So you can get paint stir sticks, and you can wood glue and super glue. I would do the cocktail, right? And make it a, what is that? A floral pick, like a garden pick. That's the word I was looking for. Garden pick, right? There's so many ways that you can use these porch lantern attachment sizes. For right now, we're just going to lay it off to the side. Okay, so now we have our garland. Let's string it. Let's get it going. Here's my piece of wood. I said we're going to do it. I don't know if I have my spare piece of wood. Let me do some digging. It's over here somewhere. Yeah.
I'm with Mommy. This is Mario Kart. Oh, this is Mario Kart. That's Princess Peach. That's me. That's Hayden.
Oh, is that us playing Mario Kart? One of our favorite things to do as a family is to play Mario Kart.
Sorry, Mom. It's just me and Hayden.
Raylan, do you see a piece of wood? Like a block of wood? I don't know where it would have disappeared to.
Is it this?
That's not a piece of wood. That would definitely be makeup sponges, but I do need those too. Not today.
I need those. I need these.
I don't know. That kind of upsets me. Okay, I'll figure it out. Let's see if I can just use something random.
Yeah,
it's peppermint time, y'all. I'm sorry.
Mommy, these are not makeup things.
Those are not makeup things?
No. They're paint
things. I'm kind of mad about that. Let me see if I just threw it over here. Just out of the way. I don't think I did. See if I can find something that I can just sacrifice. I think I have a
Mario Kart time.
I have an extra blank. We'll use it. I don't want to just waste stuff. But that's okay. All right. So for this, I'm going to take my handheld drill. I got mine at Harbor Freight. It's the Chicago Electric brand. They also sell one at Hobby Lobby. It'll work. That's fine. You know what? I think. Woo! All right, y'all. Ignore me. I don't want it there. Oh well. I wanted it here. I'm gonna see if I can make that work. All right, so I want one here. And I want to do one here. So if you see what I did, sorry, Raylan, just put your paper on your stack over there. If you see what I did, the reason I'm using a spare piece of wood is because the thing that's going to splinter is the last piece of wood that the bit touches, right? So if you put your work piece that you don't want to splinter on top of a scrap piece of wood. I usually have a scrap of 2x4, which I don't know what happened to it. And I just use that over and over. And I mean, it was probably time to retire it anyways. But I'm trying to find a spot and just eyeball a straight line to it, okay? The other one, if you looked here, I was talking and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So this will be an end piece. It won't be dead center of the garland. So I can salvage it. No big deal, right? But I put it here where I wanted it, and I went up. I don't want to do that, okay? I want to go straight across. That's going to make my garland, because this right here has a flat bottom to it. So I want to make sure those flat bottoms create a really nice visual line for when we go to hang this on a garland, right? So that's why I keep a straight line. I try to keep the line parallel to whatever the bottom looks like. I know, I don't like the sound either. I didn't go all the way through. Ooh, let it go, let it go, let it go. And you don't want to get too close to the side, okay? Like, I'm kind of tinkering too close to the side here. Look at how my sealer just peeled paint up. That's what I got. That's what I get for being impatient. Almost. We've got 2 more.
Oh, look.
It's beautiful.
Can I show them?
Yes, you can show them. Tell them all about it.
Well, I'm at school.
At her school.
Here's preschool, the baby school.
Oh, this is the hallway.
Yeah.
So you're going down the hallway.
Yeah. And here's my classroom. And this is Miss Morgan's.
Okay. And these are preschool classes?
No, that's babies and that's preschool.
Preschool. And these are kindergarten?
Yeah.
And that's kindergarten? All right.
It's me going to this class.
Oh.
And then this and Miss Martin's class is so quiet. When they go down the hallway. Honey, we'll get some more paper.
Okay. Last one. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not looking for perfection. It's gonna be super cute. Okay, done with the drill. You notice I hold it like this. I'm like I'm it's like I'm stabbing the wood. But okay, so this is a smaller bit. I think it's maybe an 1/8 inch. I don't remember what size that is. But I bought the drill and I bought an extra set of bits. Because I just assumed that because they're really thin bits that they'd just be easily broken. And they haven't. I would think that they would just get so hot going through the wood that eventually they break, kind of like jigsaw blades. They haven't. Whoa, I just threw sawdust in my face. That's okay.
You want to sit on a pillow.
You want to sit on a pillow. Okay. So now that we've got our 6-piece cloud set, our set was called Up, Up, and Away. I try really hard to make a really cute name for each set that comes out each month. So every month we put out a new set. And we don't typically go over how to attach it because, I mean, you attach one, you've attached them all, right? But I figured, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I am going to do about 6 feet, maybe 7. So I'm just going to pull. Yeah, that's about good. So I get this at the Dollar Tree. I like this for my garlands better than my door hanger. I will use my door hanger twine ever so often in a pinch, but my drill bit is so thin. This comes in a 3-pack, so it lasts forever. But this right here is just thin enough that you can thread it through. Hey, can you grab me that tape that's right behind you? It's blue. Thank you. As I asked her for that, I realized I had some like office tape right here, and that's gonna work better with this teeny tiny. The painter's tape is just gonna be real thick. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of tape. I'm gonna make a shoelace. Okay, so I'm gonna put my tape and put it just like this. If you notice, I went from the corner and I just made a triangle. So there's like this little corner piece. Baby, there's way too many pillows. You're gonna fall. And I'm going to cut that triangle off. It's gonna make it bulky and I don't want that. Okay, so now that I have my tape just how I want it, I'm going to pinch it and I'm going to start rolling the tape.
Now, let's see.
Rolling the tape and rolling the twine and holding the tape. It's going to make it as tight as possible. And this will create like a needle and a thread situation.
What's wrong? Ow.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm doing my paper from my desk.
So we're going to go down. Okay, and we're going to go back up. So we want all the excess twine to be hidden behind our art piece, right? So all we want is the little bit that overhangs from pole to hole, right? So again, down. Going back through the back, which this one's a little... probably didn't go all the way through with the drill. There we go. And you just shimmy it. You just shimmy it. Whoa, calm it down, sister.
Mama, but this is not the writing center. I'm gonna do something even better.
Put my scissors up before I knock them down and they fall on my toe. All right, and then down. How are y'all doing tonight? What are y'all eating for dinner? Because tonight, the reason I'm able to hop on live was because dinner is practically like all I have to do is warm it up. I'm so excited about an easy Friday night. We're doing frozen pizzas, and everybody in the house likes a different frozen pizza, which is fine with me. That doesn't bother me that everybody has their own preference. Because I have a teenage boy who can eat a whole pizza by himself. So I'm going to have to, I'm already going to have to make sure I provide enough for him, right? So he practically gets his own pizza, especially when we do frozen pizzas. And then I eat gluten-free. Oh, wait, this is supposed to be our in-piece. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. I eat gluten-free, so I have to get my own pizza. So by that time, and Raylyn likes plain cheese pizza or maybe just pepperoni, and that's boring. So practically, and so for Graham, Mr. Wallace.
It's called Graham. You can call him Graham.
I can call him Graham?
I said Graham.
So he likes to have, baby, that's too many pillows. You pick one.
This was so squishy.
So we're having frozen pizza. All right, so here's our garland. So look how cute those clouds ended up being on a string. Look, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get this one home.
Mama, actually, can you put that in my room?
You want this one to go in your room?
Yeah, hang it up.
You know what these clouds remind me of?
What?
When we play Mario and it's the clouds in the background, or Toy Story in his room. So here we go. We've got this is what we painted so far in the paint studio this month. And guess what? Raylyn came up with an amazing bonus for y'all this month. I had something else planned, but Raylyn had an amazing bonus. So we're going to go with that. So I'm going to surprise y'all with that. And this was our door hanger. So this was the up, and away. So we practiced our shading. If you see there, we practiced our stenciling again. We have the wispy clouds that look like they're tucked behind this one, and they come out in front of this one. So like this one was so much fun to paint. This one still needs to be sealed, but I'm going to take it outside to seal it. So I told y'all I would tell you what I do with the Ziploc bag. Okay. So every month, whenever I'm done with our paint studio set, or if I do like a sneak peek week and we do a full set here on Wallace House Designs, it's beautiful, baby. Once we're done, once I'm done, like right here, this was our as a frog. This was our last sneak peek week. So we had this. We had the mason jar ornament. I just put our attachment. I had two ornaments. Our attachment, our garland that we did, and the ornament, all the coordinating pieces. I put them in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and that's how I store them, so all the pieces are together. 9 times out of 10, like right now, the only thing in this is her little top of her crown. That doesn't fit in the Ziploc bag, but that's okay. It seals almost all the way, so that's secure enough. Nothing's going to fall out of this. Let's see. I don't remember. I think this was January's. We did Happy Hydrangeas. So that right there is the garland piece. I can't find the other pieces because we never did string that one. And then we had, this was the attachment. And then I want to say last month was strawberries. So we actually had 2 attachments for that one. And then a garland. And then this was its door hanger. So. But that's how I typically store. If there's a coordinating set, 2-gallon Ziploc bags are my. I can't find the 2-gallon ones. Where are you finding them, Sharon? Are they at Walmart? Because if they're not at Walmart, that's probably why I'm not seeing them. But what I'll do is when I'm done with this, and I don't want to necessarily put this in here because I just spent time floofing this bow, is I'll take my garland, string and all, and I'll put it in the Ziploc bag. And I'll put my attachment in the Ziploc bag as long as everything fits. If it doesn't fit, then each piece gets its own Ziploc bag and they just get stored together, right? I have that one in my door right now. Which one? Oh, the strawberry. I love the strawberry ones. I think the strawberry one is going to be my red, white, and blue because it's red, white, and blue, right?
Mama.
Like it's red, white, and blue.
Mama.
What?
Do you want to turn to letter a frog or strawberries?
Those are not toys. Those are hair barrettes, and we don't want to use those as toys. But I would rather be a frog.
Oh no!
I want to jump really high.
There's a frog and a deer.
Berkshires, or I figured Amazon. If I have to order something on Amazon, I'll throw them in my cart. Now I have massive Ziploc bags that I get from the Dollar Tree, and you can fit a door hanger in them. They're so big you can fit it. I use them for paint parties all the time. You put the door hanger, you put like all the instructions in them. They're super cheap. I reuse them multiple times. But I mean, that one is a little overkill for this right here. But a 2-gallon one would be perfect for those like this one. If you notice, these 2 seal just fine. But this one's just about 1/4 of an inch too tall to seal it this way. So that 2-gallon bag would have been perfect for this one. I'm so excited. I might have to do this every month. Hop on and finish up our studio. Because honestly, if we did it in the studio, that would make our tutorial like super long. And then it's kind of discouraging to watch, if you know what I mean. Like you see 2 hours on the ticker thing, and you're like, oh, I ain't got 2 hours. But then what you don't realize is like 45 minutes. 45 minutes of it was us finishing it up. So maybe we'll just pop on live here and we'll finish it up here. I think that's a date. Once a month, we'll pop on live here and we'll go over finishing projects. Okay. Hey, Katie. Our household's having an amazing evening. Amazing. We're waiting on Mr. Wallace to get home, and then we're either gonna do family movie night or Mario Kart. Raylan is always gonna vote for Mario unless it's Taco Tuesday. If it's Taco Tuesday, she wants to watch a Chipmunk movie. She is obsessed with watching the older Chipmunk movies. In fact, I need to go pull her brother's Chipmunk Build-A-Bears out of storage. We've been saving all of his Build-A-Bears, and he has been slowly giving her his old Build-A-Bears. And like buying a new outfit, because of course he had all the boy, he had Buzz Lightyear and Woody and oh gosh, he had Captain America at one point, like all the outfits. So he's been buying her like the like girly and princess outfits. We just bought, now I did this for them. I bought me Bowser and I bought him the Mario outfit to go on his, because he has one Build-A-Bear that's one of his oldest ones, and that he's still kind of like as decoration in his room, just nostalgic. We'll dress up every once in a while. I normally am the one dressing it up, like switching it around. And then she has a couple of bunnies and a kitty cat that she's bought over the years, that she dresses up as dolls. And so I bought her the Peach outfit, because she normally, when we play Mario Kart, she plays Peach. When he plays Mario Kart, he plays Mario. They do not switch. Like, they are so like, those are my characters. I have about 2 characters that I switch back and forth from. And then Graham has 2 or 3 characters that he switches from. So, so we did that. But I need to go. He has the Chipmunks, because when he was little, the Chipmunk movies were the big movies at the time. So he has Alvin and Brittany. I think it's time to introduce her to them. All right. Well, that is our tutorial today. If you have any questions about Paint Studio or anything that we've done today about finishing up sealers, twine, staple guns, right? Staplers, ribbon. If you have any questions that we went over today, put them down in the comments. I'll come back and I'll answer them. If you have any questions about Paint Studio, just put the word studio in the comments and I'll link where you can get more information or to become a member. It's only $20 a month. You get a door hanger. It's a 3-piece design set. It's all digital. You do get a discount on blanks if you want to purchase blanks. They do it as a bundle, so it's a one-click shop. We do a door hanger, a porch cleaner attachment, like this one, and a 6-piece garland every month. There's always bonuses. There's always extra tutorials. There's over a year's worth of backlog tutorials of a catalog that you can go back and watch. As Jerry mentioned earlier, with a great teacher. Oh, Anna, you're gonna make me blush. I'm already red from a sunburn. When the doctor said you're a little low on vitamin D, I took him serious, and then I went and I was red as a tomato after my brother's wedding. So you sidetracked. We paint twice a month. We paint the door hanger all in one, and then we do these two we do the garland and the attachment at the same time. And then the very favorite, it's always a crowd pleaser. We try to fit it into as much as we can, is the galvanized tin tutorial. If you want to learn how to paint galvanized tin the easy way, you're going to want to join the Paint Studio and check it out, because that is probably the most, I don't know. This summer, I have a really cool one that's coming out that people are going to be like, I didn't know you could do that. But that might, I don't know. I'm very curious to see if that one tops galvanized tin as the favorite. Remember the porcelain attachment and the garland? Yes, no. Damn. Okay, so I want y'all to keep June open, okay? Because we're going to be doing a sneak peek week. Remember when we painted that? In fact, we need to go ahead and start switching this out for our hot air balloons. We're going to be doing our watermelon in June. Okay, we've got it coming. I've already got the date set. I will be announcing it here pretty soon. We're doing a Paint Studio social over in the Paint Studio. We're going to do an in-person day of painting here in my hometown. And so I want to get that taken care of first before I start announcing Sneak Peek Week coming up. But yes, I've already got it. In fact, I went to lunch today, and I went to lunch by myself. I hardly ever do that. I went to lunch by myself because I was supposed to go to lunch with my Sunday school group, but they decided not to go today. one day I can go. I was so upset. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll go by myself and I'll work. And I did. I sat in a booth with my iPad and a notebook, and I brainstormed and I doodled some stuff. And now I've got my juices flowing, and I'm ready to get some stuff knocked out for Sneak Peek Week and for our Paint Studio Social. Yes, ma'am. Oh no! Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, wow.
Came over and showed me a Band-Aid.
Well, I kind of hurt myself in school, and then
Oh, so it's an old Bobo.
No, I kind of was like doing this and then I didn't see something, and then I went home and then I saw it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you took care of it.
I didn't put medicine on it, but
It's okay. We'll check it at bath time, and if it needs medicine, we'll put some medicine on it after bath time. How about that?
And then we can put a Band-Aid on.
Mm-hmm. She likes Band-Aids. Like most kids, she likes Band-Aids. Okay. I'm going to sign off now. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Like I said, we're probably going to do this once a month. Hop on. I'll show you what we've done in the paint studio. We'll finish it up. If it needs a bow, if it needs a hanger. This does need a hanger, but I want to seal it first. Other than that, Raylan is starting to lose her baby. I know. Don't say it out loud. I'm so devastated about it. That's why I was saying she was trying. You missed it earlier. I said, "How did you used to say Hobby Lobby?" Because I'm never gonna let her forget it. And she said something random, and I was like, "No, you said Wobby Wobby. We're going to the Wobby Wobby." And she refused to accept my answer. I know, Maria, it's breaking my heart. I do have some recording, and I do like the fact that she'll come and interrupt live. So I do have some lives. I do have it captured, in my little time capsule, but. Man, there's some words that I didn't realize when she said them for the last time that it was the last time. And I'm like, I'm so sad. It's like, why did she say it correctly this time? It's not there. And then she tells me I can't have another baby. She goes, you can't have another baby. And I said, I didn't know that you were the boss on that. And she goes, I'll be very sad if you have another baby. And I'm like, should I test that? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Although we don't have plans to have another baby. But if I wanted one, my 5-year-old said I can't have one. I don't hear her as often as you do. So I know. And that I agree with that. Like when people, especially her right now, like my son, he's 15. So like, he's like us. We change daily too, as adults, but it's not as drastic of a change. With her, every day is a drastic change. I don't notice because I'm with her every morning. But, like, my father-in-law will tell me, gosh, she looks like she's growing. And he saw her last week. But it's been a week, and it's been a week of growth. And I'm like, well, she's not going to be a baby much longer, and it makes me sad. I kind of miss having a baby around here, but I don't miss that much to have another one. And that's where I'm at. All right. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I will probably hop on sometime next week. I have a bonus that Raylan has drummed up for the studio fam. And I think we're going to paint it live, though. But it's going to be going to the studio. So I will catch y'all sometime this upcoming week. And I'll let you know. Until then, see you later. Bye.